Howdy y'all, Robert from Texas here. Hey, so when it comes to pursuing a goal or trying out a new endeavor or trying to learn something new, what group do you fall into? See, I believe that generally speaking, people fall into one of three groups. The first group is, well, this group is the ones that they just gave up. They don't even try. They've already given up because in their heart and in their mind, deep down inside, they feel like they don't have what it takes. So they don't even try. They've already given up. They believe that success and accomplishments and all that stuff is just meant for somebody else, some other group of people. That's their thing. And that these other people, well, they probably just got lucky, right? And this group of people, they're the ones that they hope for things to happen to them. They wish for opportunities to happen to them. They don't do anything, they just wish and hope. So they don't even try because deep down inside they've already given up. This reminds me of a story about when, this was in college, we had a game for incoming freshmen where to win a prize you had to put your hand inside of a treasure chest. And if you could pull out a keychain, you might win a prize because some keychains had a prize attached to them. So there was this one kid, incoming freshman, he didn't even want to play. I invited him to come over, put your hand inside the treasure chest, see if you can win a prize. But he didn't want to play. He didn't want to try. Why? Because he said, nobody wins those things. I'm not even going to try. I couldn't believe he said that. But he was being sincere. He was being honest. He didn't even want to play. He didn't want to try. No more than a minute later, some girl tries and she wins 2 sweatshirts. So there you have it. That kid right there, he already had in his mind, I'm not going to win. I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to try. So that's the first group. They give up right away, right at the very beginning. They just call it quits. And there's a second group of people. Now this group of people, they also gave up, but maybe not all the way. You know, maybe they had a plan, they had some goals and set in motion, and they started off running, and they got all excited. You know, they're going. But then things happened. It got a little bit too rough. The effort was maybe just too much for them, and they slowed down, or they called it quits. I mean, they had a plan, right? They had a goal in mind. They put stuff in motion, but it just didn't work out the way they wanted to. And the thing is, too, is that they weren't in it for the big picture. They started off strong, and they wanted quick results. Results weren't happening fast enough for them. And they just called it quits. That running motion that they had at the beginning became a walking pace. They just sort of got comfortable. They settled. They kind of quit. They stopped pursuing their dreams. They stopped following their goals. They really failed to see the big picture. They weren't in it for the long haul because the effort just became too much. So people in this group, I mean, they're doing well. They're doing fine. But really, they gave up. They just stopped pursuing their dreams. They just stopped following their goals. You know, they're the ones that say, oh, I tried that once, but it wasn't for me. Or, yeah, I tried that too, but it just didn't work out. Instead of changing something or really trying to pursue it further, they just called it quits the first sign of trouble. Or maybe they just had a little trouble along the way and they said, no, not for me. You know, and everybody's fearful. Everybody has insecurities. People are the same everywhere, right? They all have this fear of social disapproval. And everybody's different. I mean, everybody's got different life dramas. Everybody's got different life situations. But generally speaking, these people in these 2 groups, they kind of did call it quits. They kind of gave up. But I'm not placing any judgments on anybody, but they did kind of just give up. Now, the third group of people, these are the ones that they never surrendered. They never gave up, or they're not giving up. They don't let the pessimism into their lives. They don't let the pessimism affect their lives. They don't let what other people say poison their minds. This group, they can be described as the ones that, you know, they just live and breathe success. This group of people can also be the ones that are the happiest because they've accomplished the most. They're like the leaders of the group. You know, they look forward to each new day. They love meeting new people. They look forward to new adventures. These people, they do things and they get results. Now, I think that a lot of people want to be in this third group. But to get to that stage or to get into that group and stay in that group, you have got to fight the things in your environment. Don't let what's going on around you affect the way you think. People in the first 2 groups, they're going to try and bring you down. They're going to try and hold you back. And they may not be doing it with malice or malintent or wishing you any kind of harm, but it just might be hurting you. And you can't let the way they think affect the way you think. For example, what if you told your friends, I'm going to own my own company someday. I'm going to own a mansion someday. Or I'm going to have my own fancy sports car someday. What are your friends going to say? Are they going to be like, you're crazy. You're joking, right? That's impossible. You can't do that. And again, they may be saying these things without meaning to hurt you, but it is hurting you. You don't need that thought process in your life or affecting your mind. And I bet you that if you guys went to somebody who already owns a fancy sports car and you told them, one of these days, I'm going to have a sports car just like this, someday. What do you think they're going to say? That owner of that sports car, what are they going to say? I bet you they're not going to laugh at you. They're going to sit there and say, yeah, it's possible. Because they see that it's possible. They already have a fancy sports car. They know that goals are accomplished, that goals can be accomplished, that it is possible to live your dreams, to do what you want to do. They'll know it because they've done it, right? And if they can do it, why can't you? So guys, if you really want something in your life and you really want to make some sort of a change in your life, then just never settle. Don't quit. Keep going. Stay in it for the long haul. See the big picture. Stay in the game for as long as it takes. And don't let other people poison your mind. Be careful of your environment. Alright, you guys, so what group do you fall into? What group do you want to be in? Let me know in the comments section below and we'll talk about it. Guys, hope you guys are having a good day. And I mean that. We'll talk later. That's it for now. Bye.